Shout out to everyone in the comments. Now, this is a quick one on what to expect with the children that we have now. Like, the children that the people are calling the Gen Z, or what you are calling the children in this Aquarian age. So a lot of people cannot understand why the Gen Zs want to do the least. They cannot understand why they are minimalist. Okay? And the reason, which is more spiritual than operative, is this. The Gen Z, or the children in the Aquarian age, when you have a thought, for example, let's say you're having a thought. So when you have a thought, for the Gen Z, they know what has developed that thought. You get where I'm going with this? For example, let's say you are talking to a Gen Z about something you want them to do at work or time. Like, let's say you see as a Gen Z, you're not supposed to be late. You're supposed to be on time. So the Gen Z is not seeing what you are talking about. The Gen Z aoni unasema late. Gen Z anaona what developed that thought that you can be late. And since they are already aware of that, they know that that is an issue. Okay? They know that you can be early na ukose kufanya kazi. They know that you can be coming late na ufanye kazi. They know that you can also get work done at the last hour. And this is for anyone and everybody. Munajua hivyo. Okay? Most of you even love working under pressure. So you know that as a collective, that moral thing about being late is just some people who have some ego, or it's all about controlling other people. It has got nothing to do with getting work done. You get what I'm going with this? So, the Gen Z can understand how you developed that thought before you gave them the thought. So this is what is making them minimalist, because they can already see the behind the scenes. Okay? So the Gen Z are also supposed to help you heal yourself. Because if you are mindful of the questions that they are asking, don't just listen, be mindful, pay attention, mind, give your mind. So if you are mindful of the question that they are asking, those questions, they are going to help you reverse engineer a certain thought that you're about to make. You get what I'm saying? This is how you heal. As you heal the generation that you are bringing to the world, aka as you allow them to expand, Pluto in Sagittarius, as you allow them to expand, the Gen Z, as you allow them to be the best they can be, however that best looks like. You have got nothing to, don't try to add, this is what we do, we go to school, we graduate like this. No, whatever they want, you let them expand. Your child, waweza kuwa na mtoto out of nowhere, usikia amekwambia dad ama mom, mimi na feel nataka kukua like a cowboy, wala wanashikanga ng'ombe. So before mwambie wacha wazimu, before mwambie why you stupid, no. Fikiria, tukienda kwa Gishagi kwetu, ni wapi kuko na ndama bull, a young bull, ni wapi kuna ndama young bull, ukijana nimpeleke ajaribu kushika na kamba nione like what is this he's talking about. Okay? I know it's a little bit far-fetched for some of you, but I'm trying to get you the mindsets that the Pluto in Sagittarius are in. Like the Gen Z, the kind of mindsets wako nayo. Wewe utaambia mtoto, it's not possible. You are not a cowboy. You cannot catch a bull or something. But to the Gen Z, to the Pluto in Sagittarius, mind expanded, Sagittarius is the 9, is the thigh area. Sagittarius is traveling. Sagittarius is the man with the bow. It's all about hunting. It's all about, Sagittarius is a fire sign. Okay? Wet fire. It has a lot of earth. It's like a volcano, so you cannot stop it. It may take time, just like the volcano takes time to burn, but eventually the volcano destroys everything on the way, so they cannot be stopped. Okay, so if you learn, if you are mindful to the questions that the Gen Zs are asking, just be mindful of the questions, because there's a way they're asking questions. Okay, my daughter, the last born, she's 8. You, not last born like that, I'm just saying, there are some spells you shouldn't even be putting on yourself. My daughter, the way she's asking questions at 80 years old, me being the bigger spiritual person, I am mindful of the questions, but then I've realized that these questions, they are helping me to reverse engineer my thoughts. So there's something that you are about to do or think, okay, to make that thing a reality. But if you are listening to the Gen Zs, if you are listening to your children, if you're mindful to the questions, they are reverse engineering some certain thoughts that you had. Okay? And now you don't have to make that a reality anymore. You don't have to make that a reality anymore. So in short, when you listen to the Gen Z, when you listen or when you're mindful to the questions, okay? These people are coming from to the age of Aquarius from 2012. They are not even... Actually, we have a lot of more energy of Pisces now than of Aquarius. But we're in the age of Aquarius now. But we still have more of the remaining from Pisces. Okay? To jump into the Aquarius now. So you're talking of the last 3 degrees of Pisces na vitu kama hizo. You get what I'm saying? So pay attention to how the Gen Zs are asking questions. Be mindful. Just be mindful of the questions they're asking. Because if you are well aware, you can reverse engineer the thoughts that you have based on their questions. The way they ask the question, if you're mindful, then it's going to help you reverse engineer the engineering, the programming you have been put on. Because now you are looking at them like, wait a minute. You mean we could have been holding protests without throwing stones? Look at them. They are so peaceful. They are taking water. They are drinking juices. They are making fun of they are not even breaking into shops. They are making fun of the whole thing. They are making fun of the cops. Usinishike ni nini wewe, ni nini? I am, yani. So people are saying, and this is why we are saying this is a new world. You can see it now. You can see people protesting, children, peacefully. No violence, no stones, no yote yawezeka. Yote yawezekana. That was not the Gen Z. That was the Pluto Scorpio. Yeah, that was the Pluto Scorpio. Pluto Scorpio ikijaribu, wale Pluto Scorpio bado wako na ako ka energy ka Pluto Libra. Okay? Naona ako kanini kametoka kwa friendship pale. So hao ndio yote yawezekana. But the Gen Z themselves, they don't care about that. The Gen Zs are for peaceful demonstrations, as they drink their drinks, as they speak what they want changed, because they are intellectual enough to know they can also do that on screen. Like the Gen Z, if the Gen Z were to sit down today, wakae laptop CV, they can fail that motion with the right mindset. They can fail everything. They can jam government portals. They can bombard them they can have all the informations of the people involved, the time where they stay. The Gen Z can do that. The Gen Z can actually now hit them where it hurts, the money. Gen Z now have the power to destroy you financially if you fuck with politics. Hiyo ni unasahau. They have the gadgets. If wakiamulia kampani yako utafunga kesho, utafunga bro. The new way to protest is the dollar. Understand that. The new way to protest is the dollar. It's not buying. It's not shopping. And now the shopping is online. Shopping is online. You shoppers ndio mnaambiananga ni wapi kuna deal, ni wapi. All you have to do, the Gen Z, is to don't go to that shop. Don't buy to those people. They're the people who are stealing from us digitally, and that shop has to close down. Understand the times we are in, and this is how you know we are in a new world. And shout out to the Gen Z. So you, not being a Gen Z, the only way you can learn from the Gen Z is by listening, be mindful of the questions they are asking. Then you reverse engineer out of their question. The way they're asking the question, there's a way they're asking the questions. The way they're asking the questions is going to help you to reverse engineer some thoughts that you're about to do to make them a reality, but now you don't have to, because the Gen Z will have already shown you like how that thing is senseless, or how that doesn't make sense, or how that thing is not going to last, or how that is not the way to go, or that you get what I'm saying. So that is how you heal as a collective together, using the generation that is there. Okay, that is how you use the generation that is there to heal. So you listen to the Gen Zs, how they're asking the questions. Like, be mindful. Just that. It's just a question here, but be mindful. How did they ask that question? The moment you start being mindful, you'll be like, oh shit, I have to reverse engineer something that I thought I knew. You see, so they help you to heal. And this is why the mainstream world is so worried about this generation. This is why they are a threat to the world. This is why in the US they don't want TikTok. Okay? Because the Gen Z don't want a leader. They don't want to be led. They don't want to be a representative of them. No. Gen Z ni Pluto Sagittarius ni freedom. It's each one teach one. It's individuality. It's everyone doing it their own way, but for a good cause. And when they need to come together, they will come together for a good cause without saying that wewe sasa ndio kiongozi wao. They don't want that. So usifikirie sasa kuna watu saizi utaona wataanza kusema tu kama akina Babu Owino, they start thinking they can influence the Gen Z, like make them vote. And no, the Gen Z, they don't care about that. So listen to them and be mindful of the questions, because they are going to help you reverse engineer a lot of the thoughts that you have that you didn't know you had. Misasa. So shout out to everyone in the comments, each one